Hello everyone, Alicia here with another Lightened Up Weight Watcher friendly recipe, and today I'm going to be showing you my version of banana cream pie eclair cake. Now this no-bake icebox or refrigerator cake has layers of graham crackers, a creamy banana pudding mixture, and a chocolate pudding topping, making it taste like a combination of a chocolate eclair and banana cream pie. It is very easy to make, comes together in minutes, and is absolutely delicious. Let me first go over ingredients real quick and I'll show you what you're gonna need to make this. You're gonna need some zero sugar banana cream pie pudding, a chocolate zero sugar pudding. I'm using unsweetened oat milk. I've got some bananas here, some reduced fat graham crackers, and then in here I've got some Dream Whip made up, and that is just these packets here with a little bit of vanilla and then oat milk, and that is everything. So let me get it started. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my banana pudding made up, and to do that I'm gonna be using my NutriBullet here, and this is just a really good way to get that pudding really well blended. Those sugar-free pudding mixes tend to not mix as well as the ones with sugar, so I just like to blend them together. So I've got my 3 cups of oat milk here. Now you can use whatever type of low-fat, no-fat milk you want. I've used almond milk, skim milk in this. They both work really well. And so to that I'm gonna add in my 2 packets of the Jell-O banana cream pudding mix, and this is 0.9 ounces. So 2 of those. And if you don't have a blender or NutriBullet or something like that, you can definitely do this by hand, but like I said, it doesn't mix together super easy. So I'm gonna put this on my NutriBullet and just blend it probably about 30 seconds or so. So here's how that is looking. It's nice and smooth. So now I'm gonna set this aside for about 2 minutes to let it set up a little bit. And while I'm waiting for that pudding to set up, I've got a 13 by 9 inch casserole dish here, and I'm gonna just line it with my first layer of graham crackers. I'm gonna lay 7.5 of them in here, like that. Now I'm gonna set that aside and grab my Dream Whip here. So here I've got my Dream Whip already made up, and that is 2 packets of the Dream Whip, a teaspoon vanilla, and a cup of oat milk. You could also use skim, almond, and this as well, just like the puddings. You could also definitely use a whip topping like Cool Whip. You're gonna wanna use the fat-free though to stay within the same amount of points roughly as the Dream Whip. I'm not able to find the fat-free where I live now, so that's why I'm using the Dream Whip, but I did want to throw that out as an easier option to the Dream Whip. But I'm going to take my Dream Whip and I'm going to add in my banana pudding. And just kind of fold those together. A little FYI on the Cool Whip, when you skim both the sugar-free and reduced fat versions of Cool Whip, they're gonna come up as the same amount of points as the fat-free. But when you scan the whole tub, it's gonna be very, very different. So a whole tub of fat-free Cool Whip, I think is only 14 points versus the sugar-free is like 27. So a pretty big difference there. And I think the reduced fat is even more, it's like 30 or something. So I did wanna mention that because I've had that happen to me before where I've scanned it in store thinking, oh, the sugar-free is the same points as the fat-free. It is not. Anyway, just a little sidebar on that. Got this all combined. So now I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna pour roughly half of it on top of my first layer of graham crackers. And I'm gonna smooth that on there. Now I'm gonna take my bananas, and I've got 4 roughly medium-sized bananas. And I'm gonna take 2 of those, and you can use more or less banana, whatever your preference is. And I'm gonna take them and just kind of evenly, or as evenly as I can, slice them on top of the pudding. All right, I've got those on there, and if I didn't mention, these are fairly ripe bananas. You want them ripe, but still firm. So now I'm gonna add another layer of graham crackers on top. So there I've got another layer of graham crackers, and I use another 7.5 crackers for that layer as well. I'm gonna pour on my remaining banana pudding, and then just repeat the steps with my remaining 2 bananas sliced on there, and then 1 more layer of graham crackers, another 7.5 crackers. I've got that all layered up. Now I'm gonna work on the final pudding. So for the chocolate pudding, I'm gonna do the same thing as I did with the banana. I'm gonna be using my NutriBullet here. So the chocolate pudding is gonna be 1.5 cups of oat milk. And then this Jell-O sugar-free chocolate pudding, which is 1.4 ounces. And as always, I will have the full list of ingredients and instructions over on my website. So now I'm gonna just blend this up like I did the banana. Got that nice and blended. So I'm gonna let this sit for a couple minutes before I pour it on. All right, this is set up pretty well. If you want it to be more set, let it sit about 5 minutes. But I'm gonna go ahead and pour it on top of my graham crackers here. And then kind of try to smooth it out so it's covering them. Okay, this is now ready to go in the fridge, covered with some plastic wrap, for about 6 hours, or overnight is even gonna be better. You wanna just give this a chance, the puddings and all that, to set up nicely, and then those graham crackers to soften nicely. So at least 6 hours, but again, overnight is even better. But I'll be back either in about 6 hours or tomorrow. All right, it's been about 6 hours. This has softened up quite a bit. It could maybe stand to soften a little bit more, but like I said, leaving this overnight is probably best, but I did want to finish this video up. So I have cut a serving out of this, which is 1/12 of the total. And I've got that right here. So this is gonna be 8 points per serving. And I will have my husband tell you how it tastes. All right, I've got my husband here. Little reminder, 8 points. It's not quite as soft as it typically would be. Those graham crackers are good.
Oh, I like banana desserts.
I do too.
Smells good.
I'm a big fan. Now, this is the banana cream pie version. You've had the Eclair, just a plain Eclair too.
Yeah.
It's kind of a banana pie twist on that one.
So it's interesting that really all the flavors are very subtle.
Yeah.
I would have expected, I guess, something to pop out. It's very, very light flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So you get the banana because that's the thing with the banana dish.
Yeah, and that banana pudding, actually, it's interesting you said it's light, because I think it has a fairly strong, not strong, but it's not super light.
Maybe my taster's off, but yeah. So you get banana, and then it's the chocolate. Mm-hmm. And then I get the graham cracker, which
is graham cracker,
and it goes really well with this type of thing.
Yeah.
So that's just, I mean, it's just really good.
Yeah. What do you think of the of 8 points?
8 points is a lot of points.
It is a lot of points.
That's a pretty. Of course, I just said it was light.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's a decadent dessert. That doesn't go together. This isn't just your normal, like, Weight Watchers simple kind of thing. Mm-hmm. This is kind of a special dessert, and I think 8 points is fine for it.
Yeah, I do too, actually.
That's a good serving size.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's very thick. I mean, that goes to the top of the pan, so, there's that. You're a fan, though, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so am I. All right, any other thoughts about this one?
No.
Okay.
That's just good.
Yeah.
That's real good.
It is just good. All right, guys, that was banana cream pie Eclair cake. If this one sounds good to you, be sure to check down in the description box below the video where you will find a link to this recipe over on my website, where you'll find the full list of ingredients, instructions, WW info, nutritional info, all that and more is going to be over on my website. But thank you guys as always for watching, and we will see you on the next one.